Hey everybody, hey wellness crew. I am so glad that you're here to join me for this practice today. So it's going to be free flow like I normally do. So let's go ahead and start with just a few sun salutations. We're not going to go too crazy with them today. So we're going to breathe in, bringing our arms up. Swan diving into a forward fold. Walking our hands forward into plank. Bending our elbows for hovering. So only the palms of our hands and the toes and balls of our feet are in contact with the mat. There is no other body part in contact with the mat in this position. Coming up to upward dog. Tucking our toes underneath for downward facing dog. Really pushing through the palms of those hands and really trying to get our heels as close to the mat as possible. Walking our hands in, forward fold. Coming up for halfways. Coming back down. And slowly rolling up. Right, we got two more. Raising our arms up as we inhale. Swan diving into a forward fold. Walking our hands forward into plank. Coming into hovering. Coming into upward dog. Tucking our toes underneath for downward dog. Walking our hands in towards our feet, forward fold. Coming up for halfways. Coming back down into forward fold. And slowly rolling up. Last one, breathing in, raising our arms. Swan diving into a forward fold, exhaling. Walking our hands forward into plank. Coming into hovering. Coming into upward dog. Tucking our toes underneath for downward dog. Walking our hands in towards our feet, forward fold. And slowly rolling up. Okay, so you might want to go this ways on your mat if you don't have mega mat like I do. We're going to go ahead and do a side lunge. Very similar, except our knees pointing forward instead of pointing out to side angle. Coming back up and coming into a side lunge on the left-hand side. Up up, 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 up. We got 3 more. Up, 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 and up. Very good. All right, so now what we're going to do is reverse lunges. So we're going to go ahead, put our hands on our hips, step that left, step that left foot back, and step forward, step that right foot back, don't forget to breathe, and forward, back, and forward, back, and forward, back. It's a balance game over here. And forward, back, 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 and forward. All right, we're gonna go ahead and come into sunflower. So we're gonna spread our legs out. We're gonna raise our arms in a circular position above our head as we squat down and hinge forward, allowing our arms to come down, and standing back up, lifting our arms. Inhale, exhale. All right, coming in to moonflower, we're gonna go ahead, and I might have those switched around, I'll be honest. We're gonna bend our knees, squat down, bring our arms in, and then as we stand up, extending the arms. Inhale, exhale. Go at your own pace, according to how your breath is moving. Awesome. All right, we're gonna go ahead and come into the yoga twerk. So deep squat, fingertips on our mat. Then we're gonna pop those heels back, the butt up, grab at our waist, hinge up from the waist, and come back down. Pop, up, down, 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 pop, up, pop, 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 pop. 3 more. Pop, 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 and up. Awesome. All right, so from there, we're gonna go ahead, get into mountain pose. Having our feet about hip width apart, we're gonna bend at our knees, hinge at our hip, come into airplane, and come back into mountain. Airplane, back into mountain. Try to keep your head neutral if you can. Inhale at the top, exhale at the bottom. Three more. And awesome. All right, we're gonna go ahead, get into side angle. So our toe, our right foot is facing to the right. We're gonna bring our forearm to our right thigh. We're gonna extend that left leg straight overhead. Left leg, left arm straight overhead. If you can do your left leg straight overhead, then you should be doing this, not me. All right. From there, we're going to twist. We're going to go ahead and come forward. We're going to bring that back leg a little bit closer to the front foot. We're going to go ahead and fold forward for triangle. And coming up and forward, or just coming up basically. We're going to turn that left foot, those left toes out to the left. We're going to bend that left knee. We're going to bring our left forearm to our left thigh. We're going to extend our right arm overhead. And bringing our hands to the mat, we're going to go ahead, bring that back foot in. We're going to fold over the front foot, which should be your left, for pyramid. And hinging up, coming back to the right hand side, turning those right toes, that right foot to the right, bending our right knee, bringing our right forearm to our right thigh, and bringing our left arm overhead. Bringing our hands to the mat, stepping that back leg forward, folding over the right leg for pyramid. And coming up, hinging from the hip, coming back to the left hand side, those left toes turned out, left knee bent, bringing our left forearm to our left thigh, extending our right arm overhead. And bringing our hands to the mat, stepping that back leg forward a little bit, folding over our left leg for pyramid. And going ahead, hinging up from the waist, from the hips. We're going to go ahead and get on our hands and knees for cat-cow. So lifting our head up, lifting our bottoms up as we inhale. And as we exhale, tucking our chin in and arching our back. Tucking our toes underneath to get into downward dog. Coming into plank. Bending our elbows, coming into hovering. Placing our knees down so we can come into child's pose. Coming into downward facing dog. Coming into plank. Coming into hovering. Bringing our knees down to the mat, opening them up so we can come into child's pose. So we want our butt as close to our heels as possible, if not on the heels, and we want our arms extended in front of us. Coming into downward facing dog. Coming into plank. Coming into hovering. Bring your knees down, opening them up, and coming back into child's pose. Coming into downward facing dog. Walking our hands in towards our feet for a forward fold. And slowly rolling up. Okay, so we're going to do, I don't remember if we've done this before or not, but we're going to do something a little bit new in balance. We're going to start though with a beginner's move. What we're going to do is bring our knee up, almost like a standing knee to chest, really trying to find our grounding with our left foot as we raise our right knee. You can do it. And releasing that right knee, getting it grounded into the mat and lifting up our left knee. It's hard to hold mine because it's all sweaty. Now same thing, raise up the right knee. Releasing the right knee, grounding the right foot, and lifting up the left knee. Okay, now what we're gonna do is raise up that right knee, but hold it out. Releasing that right knee, planting the right foot into the mat, and lifting that left knee out. Same thing, lifting the right knee out. And releasing that right knee, lifting up the left. Okay, so this is where it gets a little tricky. I'm gonna have you aim for your right foot and extending it out best you can. And release. Now grounding with our right foot, grabbing at our left, extending it out. It's okay if your knee needs to be a little bit bent, no worries. Perfect. One more time on each side. So grabbing at that right foot, extending it out. And releasing. And grabbing at that left foot, extending it out. And releasing. Very good job. Awesome if you were able to do it. That's so great. Okay, so now we're going to come into a seated position, coming into a supine position. We're going to have our hands and our fingers interlaced behind our head. We're going to go ahead and start with knee to elbow. So our knees are bent, our feet are on the mat. We're going to bring our right elbow toward our left knee and bring it back down. That's my sweat all over the mat. Inhale, exhale. I have two boys, so things like this crack them up, so it makes me crack up imagining them laughing. Mom, what's going on over there? I'm just sweaty. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're gonna go ahead, bring our palms to the mat. We're gonna do knees to chest. Two more. Okay, you're gonna go ahead, you're gonna extend your legs, interlace your fingers behind your back. We're gonna tuck and as we lift our neck, then we're gonna kick out our legs. The right is gonna be at a diagonal angle, and as that leg comes down, our head comes down. Tuck, kick, and 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 oh, oops, I should have left it up. And down. Tuck, kick, and down. Tuck, kick, and down. Tuck, kick, and down. Tuck, kick, and down. We got three more. Tuck, kick, and down. Tuck, kick, and down. Tuck, hold the kick, and down. Tuck, hold the kick, and down. Tuck, hold the kick, and down, tuck, hold the kick, and down. All right, we're gonna go ahead and take our arms. We're gonna have them on either side of our body, walking those feet in, bending our knees, then lengthening them. We're gonna go ahead and do metronome. So we're gonna go a little bit to the right, come back to center, go a little bit to the left, and back to center. Three more. We're going to go ahead and come back into a bent knee position. In that neutral position, we're going to wrap that left leg around the right, and we're going to go ahead, let those knees, let those legs fall to the right-hand side. You might experience some pops. That's perfectly normal, perfectly natural. Nice deep breaths. Coming back to center, we're going to go ahead, switch those legs so the right leg is wrapped around the left and letting them fall to the left-hand side. And coming back to center, we're going to go ahead and bring our knees in towards our chest. The stretch this time. We're going to go ahead and extend our legs, flip over onto our stomachs for Sphinx, widening out our legs, having the palms of our hands, pretty close to the body, very similar to upward dog, but your hands are probably a little bit closer in. Trying to keep our shoulders back and down, getting a nice stretch in our abdominals. And if this is too much of an arch for you in your lower back, I perfectly understand. Just go ahead and come onto your forearms like this. From here, we're going to go ahead and come back into child's pose. Then back into Sphinx. back into child's pose. And back into Sphinx. And back into child's pose. All right, we're going to go ahead and come into a kneeling lunge, making sure that our base of our right foot is nice and grounded in the mat. We're going to bend that left knee, reach for the left foot with our left hand. We're going to go ahead and let go of that foot. We're going to come onto the heel of our right foot and coming into half split. Bringing that right leg back, bringing that left foot forward for a kneeling lunge, grabbing for our right foot with our right hand. You're doing amazing. And going ahead, coming onto the heel of our left foot, coming into half split, allowing ourselves to fall forward over our left leg. Bringing that left foot back. Going ahead and coming into a seated position. We're going to bring our left knee over our left, oh, right, I'm sorry. Yeah, our left knee over our right. A little spokenly challenged today. And we're going to go ahead and come into prayer hands. We're going to bring that right elbow to the outside of our left thigh, trying to keep our hands in the middle of our chest. And coming back to center, we're going to go ahead, extend our legs, reach our arms up, nice and tall, coming into a seated straight leg forward fold. Rolling up. From there, bringing our right knee over our left, bringing our hands into prayer position and turning to the right, bringing our left elbow to the outside of our right thigh. You may get a few pops here too as well. And what we're doing is we're stretching all of your hip area. Well, not all of it, but a good chunk of it. Coming back into center, going ahead and extending our legs forward again, reaching up overhead, and coming into a forward fold. Slowly rolling up, and we're going to go ahead and come into Savasana. So laying down with our feet spread a little wider than hip width apart, having our palms facing up towards the sky. It does not matter if you're indoors or outdoors. Breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth. Sending gratitude to your higher power and the universe. Being in an accepting position with your palms facing up to be able to receive whatever your higher power or the universe would like to provide to you. Being proud of yourself for accomplishing today's routine. And my Shavasanas are shorter than they're actually supposed to be. So I do encourage you to stay with me for the entire Shavasana. Just so that way your body can recalibrate, have an opportunity to recover from the stretching and the strength and the balance poses that we worked on today. And imagining a white healing ball of energy coming all around you, starting at the crown of your head, going down to your neck and shoulders, your arms, your upper back, your chest, the middle of your back, your lower back, the sides of your stomach, your obliques, the front of your stomach, your groin area, your bottom, your thighs, your knees, your lower legs, your ankles, your feet, each and every toe that you possess, your hands, your wrists, your fingers, and extending one arm out, bending our knees, our feet are on the mat, rolling to the side, and coming up into an either seated or a kneeling position. I am so honored that you joined me for today's practice. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and join because we have a lot of content popping off in the membership tiers. I am, again, just eternally grateful for everyone, the new subscribers, my members. I appreciate y'all immensely. So thank you. Also, don't forget to check out my podcast only on Spotify, Trippin' on Wellness. And that's Trippin' without the G. I'm from Texas, y'all. Come on. So I will see you on the next video. Be well, stay wild.